Amoeba and Chill with... Yo, what's up? Hello there, everybody. My name is Olin, and I'm Olin, and today we went to Amoeba. Not the San Francisco Amoeba, but we went to the Berkeley one instead. The both of us got a lot of spending cash for Christmas, got some Amoeba credit, so we decided to go on a Boxing Day shopping spree, and we both left with some pretty awesome picks, if I do say so myself, and we're here to show off the things we got. So, I'll start off this one. The first record I got, this is Pedro the Lion record. I purchased an album of theirs on the very first episode, and this was the only album of theirs that I don't have of the discography. So this is their album, Winners Never Quit. I want to say it's their second album, but I just got this to complete the collection, and also I do love Pedro the Lion to death. You can't go wrong with them. Just really somber, really sad, emo music that, for whatever reason, I can't get enough of. So I'm happy to have this, and it's now completed my collection. First record I got in my bag. So in the last episode, I had purchased a retrospective Eels record, and I just fell for it. I really liked everything that was on it, particularly the first 3 tracks, which were all on this record. This is the Eels' very first record, Beautiful Freak. The song Novocaine for the Soul was on repeat for me for probably about 3 days. I just couldn't get enough of that song in particular. And then later on, I really was listening to Susan's House and Beautiful Freak, which, again, those tracks were on this album. So I decided that the next Eels record I was going to get was going to be their very first one. I'm looking forward to hearing everything else that's on this, if they all sound similar to the last 3 songs. So this should be a really good listen. Before I sputter out, before I sputter out, before I sputter out. The next one in my bag here, this is a band called Pellmell. Now, my friend Nico, who is in a band called Trocadero, was telling me about these guys, and he was saying that this particular record was very influential for his band. And Trocadero is one of my all-time favorite bands. I love them to death. So of course, if this was an album that sounded like Trocadero, I had to pick it up. I had to hear it for myself. And I was actually listening to this earlier, and I really dig it. It's just instrumental. I don't want to call it indie rock. It's more on the post-rock side, if anything. But it's just instrumental post-rock stuff. It's really good. Really like it. And it was only $2.99, so that was a cool thing. So the next record I got, this is a band called A Place to Bury Strangers. I own a record of theirs already. I own it digitally, and it's their 3rd album, I think, so it's a later release, but I don't really know how to describe these guys. They're noise rock, they're shoegaze, space rock, psychedelic, they're just all over the place. But I really liked the record that I own of them already, and I decided to go back and hear some of their earlier stuff. So this is their very first one, self-titled release. If it's anything like the record I already own, I'm sure I'll love this one to death, and I'm really looking forward to hearing this one. The next record I got This is actually something that I saw on one of Amoeba's What's in My Bag episodes. I don't remember which one it was, but one of the guys picked this album out and they played the song Talking Backwards, and I just really liked it. It was really cool, just really mellow stuff, really laid back, and I wanted to check out the whole album. I couldn't find it whenever I went to the San Francisco store, and I was really happy to see that they had it used actually at the Berkeley store, because I know it's a relatively new record. But yeah, so I'm really happy that I now own this, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the remaining songs on this one other than Talking Backwards.
And I might as well be talking backwards. Am I making any sense to you? And the only thing that really matters is the one thing I can't seem to do.
My next record is a band called the Silver Jews. I don't really know too much about these guys other than the fact that the vocalist from Pavement is involved. So, I mean, first off, you can't go wrong with that because Pavement is just an incredible band. But what kind of reinforced me to get this record was the fact that my friend messaged me the morning I went to get this, and it was a link to the song Trains Across the Sea. And she was just going off, and she was over the moon about the song, and she was really excited about it. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll get this one here. And I'm sure I'll have to give her a copy of this one. But it's also recommended by one of Amoeba's employees, Ian or Jan, I can't tell what it says. But it's recommended by an employee, so that must mean it's good. I trust those guys with any music, so looking forward to hearing this one.
Scotch and penicillin, please try Carlton. A cold black maple hanger, and husband's on the run.
And my final album, this is an album called Spiderland by a band called Slint. Now, I have seen this album cover everywhere. I've seen it all around the Amoeba stores. I've seen it in the top albums to listen to before you die, all those little catalogs. So I've known that this is one that is meant to be listened to. I just never got around to doing so, but I finally decided to pick it up now that I had Amoeba credit for it. So it should be an interesting one. I was just doing a tad bit of research beforehand, and the genre that it was described as was a mixture of post-rock, math rock, and post-hardcore. So I honestly could get down with that. I love all those genres, and you cannot go wrong with Touch and Go. They have put out some really, really good stuff. And I like the back of this. It says, "This recording is meant to be listened to on vinyl," which is funny because it's on CD, so maybe I'll get it when I listen to this enough and it's all worn out and I don't need it anymore. My last purchase is an actual record, an LP. This is a Wilco record, and I am very excited to own this one. I got a turntable for Christmas this year, and so with that, I had to buy a Wilco record. Wilco is one of my all-time favorite bands, and this is the first record I heard of theirs. It's also my favorite one. It's their album Being There, and I can't get enough of this one. I've probably purchased it more times than I have for any other album. The first time I bought it was digitally because it was on sale, and then once I discovered how great Wilco was, I bought all of their stuff, including this one, on CD, and then I've purchased it a number of times for other people whom I was trying to introduce Wilco to them. So now I have it on vinyl, and I cannot be more excited about this. I'm so looking forward to putting this on and listening to Misunderstood and Far, Far Away and Forget the Flowers and all those great songs. So this is a great, great purchase. So Merry Christmas.
I know you got it.
on the show, and we shall be back next time on another Amoeba Chill, and probably going to go to the SF store next time. Bye!
Bye.